a player. I've been broke, it's a joke, I've been a money maker. I've been a record breaker, taking credit as an educator. I've been known to spit the flows and make it shaky, shaky thing. Popping, locking, stopping, let it hang. Watch us as we drop this hip hop, it's like it stings. We make the whole room drop and everybody sing. We want the funk. We gotta have that funk. We kick it old school, we think we're so cool. We take it back to the past, we gonna act a fool. Enough jumps, the middle finger make.
View. I am your host, Scott D. Lewis, here in studio, Comcast Cable Channel 23 in downtown Danbury, Connecticut. Sneaking in on a Tuesday night to do a tape show, so we are not live, no phone lines open, but we are here.
Well, it's a nice day tonight.
It is a nice day. It was quite hot, quite warm. We've been off for a few weeks, but we're back, and if all goes well, we're going to be killing it here for the next 30 minutes. For all you fans who have been missing us, we know there's what, 5, 6, maybe 7 of them out there?
Yeah.
A handful. Been wondering where we've been at.
We've been
around, you know. But we are ready to get it going, and we're ready to catch up on all the things we missed. Speaking of killing it, Bob, I wanted to make a quick mention as we hear the positive vibrations coming in from Fatty Roots in the background, who we always play here on the show.
Is he playing somewhere close by?
Well, the thing is this, Bob, it's not totally official, but Fatty Roots is pretty much, done with.
He's retiring?
He's not retiring. The band has parted ways. And they all have kind of, spread out to do different things. He is mixed up now with another reggae band called Black Rock Social. Word on the street is Wednesday nights at the Acoustic Cafe in Bridgeport, Connecticut. They are killing it every Wednesday night. So if you want to catch up with the Fatty Roots, one Mr. Mikey Dread, Sugar Summers as he's going by now, you can check them out. They were nominated, Bob, as a matter of fact, for Best Reggae Band in the state. They made it to the Xfinity Center awards show, I think it was a week and a half maybe ago.
Wow.
Big gala event. They did not quite win, but they were top 3 finalists. So
cool.
Congratulations to our man, Mikey Dread, Sugar Summers, who also does the artwork that you see at the end of the show on this show right here. So I did want to make a quick mention of that. Let's officially, though, say hello to my right-hand man, Mr. Bob Raw Jr.
Hi there, Scott. How's everything?
Everything's pretty good, Bob.
Your Bo Sox are doing...
lousy.
Like
not so good. The Bo Sox are not killing it, Bob.
No.
They're not killing it at all.
No.
Not in the least.
Is it pitching or hitting?
Sounds like it's a little bit of both, much like it is with the Westerners.
Yes.
Which we'll get into in a second. Bob's show, Spotlight on Tuesday nights at 9, Wednesdays at 12. He's got your stuff from the area on the show. We have, of course, Mike Toohey in there running the show. His show, Expose Cinemas, Friday nights at 9, Wednesdays at 1. Mike McFadden, the Met Maniac, is here. And also, production assistant extraordinaire, Mr. Connor Faco is here, and he's joined by his sister. We haven't seen her down here in a little while.
No.
Jenna is here.
And, of course, my wife. My
the lovely wife.
Jolene.
Yes, Jolene is here. Post-birthday celebration. You guys took a little trip last week?
Yes, we went to New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Very nice. Got away, headed up north.
Yes.
Nice time of year to be heading north. New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine. I wouldn't mind getting out of town. And,
anytime, Scott, you want to come?
Heading north a little bit.
We got room up there.
Relaxing up there. That would have been nice. All right, Bob. Let's get into it. We're going to move quick through the Westerners because we got a ton of things to catch up on. You know we've been gone for ever. We've had Triple Crowns. We've had Grand Slam potentials. We've had championships. And, of course, there's baseball to talk about. So let's just quickly mention the Westerners coming in at a robust 3-15.
It's one of the worst starts we've had.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is like the
11 to start.
This is a throwback to the old days when I was on the show with Justin Mazzarisi before I had my own show, when they were pretty bad back then. They got real good for a while. Coach is gone, new coach is here, and this is not the way he wanted to start his career as the new head coach of the team. They lost again last night, 8-1.
8-1.
So pitching, lousy.
Yeah, pitching is just, it's just not there.
Right, and the hitting is not getting it done as well. So all things are not working.
It was, it was 1 run on 8 hits and 4 costly errors, so.
Sounds a lot like those Red Sox.
Yeah.
So they've been on the road for a little while. They are back home on 4th of July this weekend. So if you do want to come down, it's still nice to get down there, support the team. They're giving it their best effort. They're coming up short, but it is nice to come down and support them. So they're back home this weekend, July 4th against Ocean State. Interesting to note, though, they're playing tonight at Keene. Keene is usually a very good team, but they're having a terrible season as well. So it can happen to anybody. They're coming in at 4-15. Westerners 3-15. Not good, Bob. All right, let's get to the real Major League Baseball before we get to some other
real
stuff.
Major League Baseball?
Looking around the league, seeing some of these records, Bob, I don't know. Pretty lousy.
Some of these guys can't even get above 500.
Yeah,
and that's pretty sad.
I got my rally cap on. I'm trying to, instead of just being down on the Red Sox, the dead Sox, as we like to say, who are 6-4 in their last 10, they've moved to, 8 games below 500.
Yeah.
They were toiling away at 10 games below 500 for a while.
Yeah.
They picked up a couple games this week, surprisingly, with Pedroia out and Hanram out. It's the Bogarts, Betts, and Brock show, the killer bees, Bob. The 3 Bs, they're killing it.
Yeah.
Bogarts, Betts, and Brock, the young kids getting it done. They're helping them win some games. Pitching is still up and down. You could throw another B in there, Buchholz, who's pitching very well. He got a nice win in Toronto last night. They took 2 out of 3 from Tampa Bay. They opened the series in Toronto last night with a win. So maybe, just maybe, as we enter pretty much the midpoint of the season, it's July, Bob.
Yes, I know.
I mean, are they going to get this thing going? It's all, July starts tomorrow. We're almost at the All-Star break. How long are they going to toil away? They spent all the money in the offseason, and they're just getting nothing done. It's quite pathetic.
About time for when's the trade deadline?
Late July, I believe.
Yeah,
and
they
then
better start working
got the
on
waivers.
some moves.
I don't know. Are they going to be buyers or sellers? Are they going to stand pat? I mean, last year, after winning the World Series 2 years ago, they were down and they sold away the team. Instead of just saying, hey, we got injuries, things weren't going well, let's just hang in there, retool, and come back with the same championship team. They got rid of a bunch of guys, and now look where they are now. New players not getting it done. Kung Fu Panda, Pablo Sandoval, who's starting to hit lately, but, committing errors, checking in on his Instagram feed during the game. While taking a bathroom break, which cost him a suspension. I mean, come on. Are you serious? He's liking pictures of hot girls on his phone while he's in the bathroom in the middle of an inning.
Yeah. Yeah, they were waiting for him to give a bat, and he was like, I had a go.
Unreal. Wow.
That's pretty bad.
So the AL East picture looks like this. Baltimore, the Orioles, they've been killing it lately, Bob. 41-35. They come in. Still only 6 games over 500, but they were below for a while. They have rallied. They have moved into first place ahead of Tampa Bay. The Yankees, mediocre at best. The Bronx Bummers, if you ask me, I still say they're a lame team here. CC.
I was watching some of the Angel game last night as it started. And
no doubt Trout, Bob. Oh, man, Mike Trout got it done for the Angels. He was a one-man wrecking crew on defense, home runs. He got it done. No doubt Trout was killing it for the Angels last night against the Yankees. CC could not come up with the goods. CC's ERA is like 580-something right now, Bob.
He's not having a good year at all.
Not good at all. Well, he hasn't had a good year in like 3 years.
I know, but it's sad.
The old CC's, the new CC, he lost all the weight last year. I think he put some back on this year to get himself back and comfortable. Oh, and I guess we should mention, Bob, that A-Rod did pass that 3,000 hit plateau.
Yes, he did.
With little to no fanfare.
Oh, no.
I mean, this is just a disgrace.
I like the shot in the post. It had 3,000 with 3
steroid needles?
Yeah, needles,
nice.
Yes.
He brought it on himself, but it is pretty amazing that he could be moving up the ranks of all-time home run hitting list, breaking down the 3,000 hit marker, and nobody says a thing about it. The Yankees don't care. Meanwhile, he's out there. They're trying to win games. I mean, it's a weird situation. Fans did cheer him on. I mean, the Yankee fans seem to be cheering him. He's been a little up and down, much like the team. They win 7 in a row. They lose 5 in a row. They win a couple. They split 4-game series against Houston, Bob, who remains top team in the league. How about this, Bob? If I told you at the beginning of the season as we enter into July,
Right.
that the matchup of the two best teams in the American League
Right.
would be taking place this week, and it would be Kansas City versus Houston. Would you have believed me?
No.
The Astros, how about that? I'm going to have to call my buddy Jeff, see what's up. He's a big Astros fan. They beat the Royals last night 6-1.
Wow.
Royals 44-29, Houston 45-34. Why is there such a game differential in that? How come the Royals haven't played as many games?
That's a very good question.
That's
I don't have
crazy.
a good answer, but
But anyways, those are the top two teams in the American League. So Houston's leading the West. Twins are playing okay. Tigers really kind of struggling, surprisingly, in the Central. Angels doing okay out west, 40-37. So, like I said, Bob, you look around the league,
Right.
like Baltimore 41-35, Angels 40-37. I mean, nobody's jumping out.
No.
So the wild card situation will be in play for those Dead Sox if they ever get it together. How about your Mets, who looked like the ship was sinking last week, losing seven straight?
We nailed up a couple of holes.
Yeah, they really fell off the map. They fell one game below 500, and then they won 4 in a row after that. So they really recovered well. They got themselves back 3 games over 500. They're still behind the Nationals, Washington at 42-34. Mets 40-37, not quite killing it, but doing okay. That 4-game winning streak helps. Who are they playing this week? I didn't check. They were off yesterday. I'm not sure who they got right now. You're the Mets fan.
Yeah,
McFadden in there. He's the Mets fan. He should be
Mike,
able to tell us.
who are we playing this weekend?
Cardinals are playing the best baseball of anybody, 51-24. Who are the Mets start with tonight? Come on, you guys are Mets fans. You don't even know who you're playing?
I don't know. I've been out.
Bob, you're married. You don't even know what's going on anymore. Cardinals, best team in baseball. Absolutely killing it, 51-24. Pirates with Charlie Morton out of Reading.
It says the Cardinals.
Are they playing the Cardinals? Oh, so they'll get a taste of the top team in the league right here, right now.
Yeah.
Pirates still killing it, Bob, 42-33. So you like to see that with Charlie Morton pitching well for the Buccos. Cubs, the supposed.
Oh, that's what they're playing tonight. The Cubbies.
Oh, they got the matchup with the Cubbies.
Cubbies tonight.
Oh, all right. Well, take care of business. I'm tired of these Cubbies.
Oh, come on.
Everybody made all this noise about the Cubbies at the beginning of the season. They're 39-35. They're all right, but come on. Dodgers 43-35, Giants 42-35. Let's move on away from baseball. Let's get into some Women's World Cup. I don't know if you've been checking out the soccer, which has been taking place up in Canada. Unfortunately, the host nation, Canada, lost a tough game against England the other day, 2-1. That was thrilling. But USA is in, and they are ready to roll. There we see the Canadian crowd trying to rally their team back from a 2-0 deficit. They scored a goal just before halftime to make it 2-1, and then they put a lot of pressure on as the England goalkeeper was injured, freak injury. Something happened to her eye. She had to come out. They went to the backup. Place was going nuts, and Canada really put some pressure on, but they could not score the equalizer. So they go out in the quarterfinal. England moves on against Japan, the defending World Cup champion, as a matter of fact, in the other semi. Tonight, we're taping, as I mentioned, on a Tuesday, so the result will be in by the time the show airs Thursday when you're watching it. So we don't know what will happen, but they're playing Germany. The tournament has been pretty interesting. USA struggled offensively at times, and then they had the big suspensions. Rapinoe and Lauren Holiday had to sit out the last game against Colombia, which they won 2-0, benefited mostly by a couple penalty kicks, some penalties in the box, which led to them winning this game. But Rapinoe, who I think has been the best player on the team, she sat out on Holiday, and it actually led to some nicer flow. They went to their subs. And the ball movement was much better. Abby Wambach, who we know has been around forever and is the big star, she also sat. They benched her, and she came in only in the final minutes. So the reserves came in, and they were killing it for the Women's World Cup team. They did a great job as they led them to the win 1-0 against China. It was the game against Colombia, the 2-0 game, that the yellow cards came down that kept Rapinoe and Holiday out. So now the coach has to make that decision. you know, they had the great flowing offense in the last game with substitutes in. There seemed to be more flow, more ball possession, more opportunities. And of course, it was Carly Lloyd with the header getting it done. And, you know, I've heard the announcers say that they feel that Carly Lloyd, when she is on her game, is the best striking forward in all the world. So they'll be counting on her, and hopefully she'll be killing it against Germany tonight. And we'll get another win, and maybe they can get back to the finals. Maybe they'll get a rematch against Japan, because Japan beat them in the last World Cup 4 years ago. I personally have been, for some reason, right away, rooting for England. I don't know why, but I just latched onto this team, so I'm kind of hoping for England to knock off Japan. I like the way they play. They've got a real good team, so we'll see what happens. You know, you will know by the time the show airs who won that and if the USA will be playing for the final. We talked about it when we were here last. They haven't won it all since '99, Bob. They've won a couple Olympic golds, but no actual wins of the World Cup since then. So they're really looking to get this done. Defensively, Hope Solo has been leading the way. They have not allowed a goal in 423 minutes of game action, Bob. Defense getting it done. So offensively, they'd like to be scoring more goals. You definitely don't want to rely on strictly not giving up goals. But maybe they can get some more offense tonight against Germany, who plays a much more open style of play. Germany got by France, who also was playing really well. Handball late in the box led to a penalty kick, which tied it for Germany, and then they won it on penalty kicks after regulation, knocking France out. Les Bleus, sing the blues. They're gone. Speaking of France and French, let's backpedal to some stuff that we missed, Bob. I'm not sure how much time we got left, a little bit, but tennis.
Okay.
Wimbledon is underway now, and Serena Williams has won the first two stages of the Grand Slam events, Australian Open, and she won that French Open a few weeks back, her 20th Slam total all time. So if she can somehow come up with a Wimbledon win, I think I heard today that she has not won since Wimbledon in 10 years.
Wow.
So that would be a long time. Don't quote me on that. I believe I heard that stat, though, today. So she is looking to win Wimbledon, and then what a scene that would be if she came home to the United States to try to win the Grand Slam at the U.S. Open later in the summer, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm not a Williams sisters fan. I almost would be rooting for this just because I think that would be a pretty epic event to see her in New York trying to get that done. She clearly is dominating the field, and you know, is clearly the best player out there right now.
Right.
And she just doesn't seem to be aging.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll see what happens. Wawrinka denied Djokovic of the career slam at the French Open. It was Stan Wawrinka getting it done as Djokovic looked to get the one Grand Slam that he has eluded him. He's won Australia, he's won US, he's won Wimbledon, but he has not won the French, and Wawrinka did that. But anyways, here they are, Wimbledon underway, just started yesterday, and we'll see what happens there. Other big sporting events, speaking of possible Grand Slams, how about Jordan Spieth getting it done at the US Open, Bob, winning it at -5. That was quite impressive. 21-year-old, youngest U.S. winner since Bobby Jones in 1923. That's saying something right there. He's won the Masters and the U.S. Open to start the season. Sixth player to do that. Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods. Craig Wood also did it. Ben Hogan did that twice. Ben Hogan did it in 51 and 53. Interesting stat. In 53, he also won the British Open, but at that time, the PGA Championship was played at the same time as the British Open. So not all the players played all four majors.
Right.
So he did not get the Grand Slam when he could have if they played those four tournaments at different times. Interesting historical note. I will mention that our man Strange Man was supposed to be down here. He had a stat of the week for us last week, but we weren't here.
He didn't jump off the bridge, did he?
He came off the ledge. He said that he kept you off the ledge because you were trying to get on the ledge when the Rangers went down. But he said he was going to be here this week. I got to keep coming up with stats of the week because he doesn't show up anymore. All right, anyways, that was a sidebar. But anyways, Spieth, eagle on 16, double bogey 17, and then birdied 18. Dustin Johnson, he's 12 feet away. All he's got to do is 2-putt, and they go to a tiebreaker, which would have been a full round of golf the next day. He 3-putts it on 18 and blows it, and Spieth wins it. So he has the Masters and the U.S. Open as they head towards British. Can he do something that Serena's doing? Win the third one and look for a Grand Slam this season. That would be unbelievable.
Possible.
So anyways, first player to birdie for a win on the 72nd hole since Jones. Bobby Jones did it in 23. Youngest with 2 majors since Gene Sarazen in 1922. He's a rarefied air there. Speaking of things that have not happened in a long time, Bob, how about a little horse racing?
Yes, we finally got, after 37 years.
Holy cow, American Pharaoh. He, during this whole Triple Crown event, was killing it. And he killed it at the Belmont. Wow, that was quite the race. Close through the first 3 turns. He comes around the final stretch, heading for what is usually the death knell for these Triple Crown potential winners, the home stretch of the longer race of the 3 events. And he pulled away, Bob. And he pulled away in a big way. And at that point, the only thing you could do was stand up and cheer and say, bravo, American Pharaoh. I know that's what I did. Just unabashed, cheering on this horse as he got it done. First time, of course, since Seattle Slew in 1977. This is the list, Bob. Sir Barton, 1919. Gallant Fox, 1930. Omaha, 1935. War Admiral, 1937. Whirlaway, 1941. Count Fleet, 1943. Assault, 1946. Citation, 1948. Long break until 1973. Secretariat, the all-time great. Seattle Slew, 77. Affirmed in 78. Excuse me, I misspoke a second ago. It was Affirmed in 78 who did it last. And then American Pharaoh, killing it on the racetrack this year, 2015. Long time coming. Great for horse racing. The fans there were just going nuts. I actually know a few people who were at that event. Unbelievable that they got to witness that historical thing go down. So that was wild. Great job by him. All right, Bob, a few things other that took place. Some championships went down.
Yes.
So let's take a look here. Bron, would-be king, Pawn James. What is his record in the NBA Finals all time?
I have no idea off the top of my head.
2-4. That's not good, Bob.
But he says he's going to re-sign with the
self-proclaimed greatest player on the planet. I am the best. I don't need a coach. I don't need a general manager. Yeah. I'll call my own plays. Right. I'll tell the general manager who to get, when to get them, what to do with the team. I'll leave Cleveland high and dry and take my decision and talents to South Beach and win some championships there and come back as the returning would-be king, really a pawn. And I'll lose in the NBA Finals once again, where he lost with the Cavs previously, swept by San Antonio in his first go-round. Now he stands at 2-4 all time. Not good record. Certainly not killing it, LeBron James, when it comes to getting championships when he gets there. The so-called self-proclaimed best player on the planet. Andre Iguodala had a lot to say about that. The second coming of AI. We all remember Allen Iverson. This is AI, and he got Iggy with it. And he certainly did. He changed the fortunes of that series as the Cavs were up 2-1. AI came in to the starting lineup, put the clamp down as much as you can on Pawn James, and played great defense. Also, though, contributed a huge amount of offense and was the MVP, deservedly so, as they finished it in 6. Did not let Cleveland force a Game 7. They got it done on the road in front of those Cleveland fans who couldn't believe it. They were witness, but they didn't witness what they wanted, which was the rebirth of Bron and a championship. So now, Bron opts out of his contract.
Right.
And he puts all the heat on the fans who now have to sweat and wonder if he's going to come out or if this is just some big power play.
It's probably not a power play to try and...
Yeah, to get some huge contract, of course. You know, I got obviously no love for Bron James, but that's it. How much time we got left, Bob? 3 minutes?
I'm getting a call from the control room.
Control room. We got some people who want to come in. All right, well, we're going to talk about Chicago, a team that has certainly been killing it now for quite some time.
Yeah.
Third cup in what, 6 years, Bob?
Yeah.
As they defeated the Tampa Bay not so mighty Ning. The Lightning couldn't get it done. They lost 4-2 in that series. And Chicago, I mean, a dynasty in the making, perhaps. Their two best players are like 26 years old.
Right.
And they're the best players in the league, basically. So they've gotten it done, and they're getting it done. Third cup in some time now, so they're really on top of the hockey world, raising Lord's Stanley Cup again. You can send the kids in if you want for a final goodbye.
Come on
as
in,
I
guys.
Complain. Maybe Strangeman decided not to come down, Bob, because of the trades the Bruins made this past week, and he went back on the ledge, perhaps.
Come on, come on.
Are they coming in?
Yes.
Are we being bombarded by children? Where's your crown, Jenna? She brings a crown, and then she doesn't bring it.
Come on, Connor, get up there.
Connor, come and say hello. And knock over all the bobbleheads. We haven't seen Jenna on TV before. Have you come on before?
This is Jenna's first public
time.
appearance.
We've seen Connor, the production assistant extraordinaire. So he's a regular. Where are you going, Connor?
Come on, Connor, get out there.
Right here.
Get over here. These two are behind the scenes. Mike and Mike claim they're running the show in the control room. We know who's got their hands on the dial. It's Connor with the help of his sister Jenna tonight. Thank you, Jolene, for sending them in.
How she liked their vacation.
How was vacation? Good?
It was cold the 3 last days.
Cold the 3 last days. We don't have a microphone on her, so we won't be able to hear her talk. No, don't touch the microphone. All right, how much time?
1 minute left, but hey, we got a new team coming to Danbury.
Whalers are gone, and Bruce Bennett Nissan is buying the team. We'll wait to see what the name is and how that goes, but there will be hockey in Danbury next year in the FHL as well, right? And Brewster has a team, so there'll be a rivalry right there.
Brewster, well, the Whalers' former team going to Brewster, so.
Right. Well, is that the former team going to Brewster?
Yes.
Oh, that is the team. Wow, that is interesting. So that is going to provide some high drama.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to get out of here, I believe. Are we all done?
We got to wrap it up.
The end of the show has come off the rails. We don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Time's almost up.
All right. Anything else? Oh, they're rolling the credits, so I guess that means no, they're not rolling the credits. The end of the show is not killing it. We were killing it, Bob, for 27 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
The last 30 seconds, not killing it, not at all. But Jenna's here, so everything's cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, tune in next week. We'll be back doing another taped show, and then we'll start getting live again so you can make your phone calls. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July.